Good morning. I hope you're enjoying this beautiful weather. Here it's minus 20 in where I live in beside Toronto, so it's very nice. And I hope you keep it warm. So, okay. So today we are going to go over a review process. As part of the Zoho CRM course, I'm also giving for free the Zoho survey course, which is, I think it's one of the most beneficial courses that you can take, because you will see immediate return for your time. So I like to go over this process and make sure that you guys taking advantage of this system. So let me share my screen. Can you see my screen by any chance? Fantastic. Okay. So this course is free of charge, by the way, even though it says it's paid. Once you buy the CRM course, you will get it free of charge. So I really recommend you taking it. So the process that we are going to take right now is that I am going to show you what is the end result of this product or this course, and I hope I will be able to convince you to take this free course and use it. I know that in my business it's doing lots of good stuff and lots of my other clients, so I really recommend it. Let's begin with the process. So let's assume that you're getting a new deal and this deal is over. So you sold your service. Now, in some businesses, when you're selling the service, it's just the beginning of the process, because you sold the service and now you need to provide the goods to your customer. So you need to think when you are pushing the button of the review process. In this case, let's assume that this is an accounting firm as an example, and they need to initiate the review process only 1 month after they sold the service, because the first month will be initiation of the project, making sure that the client is receiving what he needs, whatever it is. So while you're giving the service and you're giving the value, only 30 days after you ask for a review. Now, the process that we have here of the review process is basically trying to protect you while you're asking for a review. As an example, if I will always ask for a review, all my clients, 100% of them, there is a good chance that some of them are unhappy. And some people, when they are unhappy, they will not ask for the business to correct the problem. They will just be nasty and they will hit you with bad reviews, right? So we need to protect against those. So when we're initiating the review process, first of all, we're requesting the person how everything was, if the service was good, any comments. And if someone is giving you 5 stars, and he's writing also in addition that he will give you, he will send you more people, or he will send you referrals, then you are sending them automatically another email that says, please rate us online. Because the first review process is internal, no one sees it. But the second one is external. So from one side, you're getting a good review on Google, for example. From the other side, if the person is unhappy, as a business, you need to make sure that this person, you talk to him, you see why he's not happy, so you can fix your business. Lots of the people that are unhappy will give you valuable information that can fix your business, right? Because we don't know what we don't know. You're in the office, you do not see what the person outside sees. So this is very, very important information. So this is what we're going to do here. So there is some kind of an automation that's sending an email to the client asking him for a review, and it can be something like that. And once the client is clicking on this link, he will see the per survey service. Now, again, the questions that you're asking can be changed. If it's one question, 5 questions, whatever it is. Just note that the more questions that you ask, the less chances that people will fill the survey. So just understand the trade-off of how much data you want to receive and what's the bottom line. If I will have, for example, 5 stars review, okay, and I say also that I would recommend to family members or friends, only then I will send the follow-up email to the client. Now, the reason that I also have this in place is that sometimes people give 5 stars, but they're not really happy. They're just giving it because of, they mixed up the stars. They're not sure if 5 or 1 is the best, and so something like that. So this is also can be a safeguard just to make sure that you're not getting it with a bad review without the person, told you anything about it. So now when I'm clicking on send, this service is being sent. And because we have an integration with Zoho CRM, the review will be here in about 30 seconds. Now, I also have here another checkbox that is angry client. So if the client is angry, and it will be yes, the survey will not be sent to him. So the automation will not kick in. And the reason is that if you have an unhappy client and you already know that he's unhappy, why do you need to bother him, right? So you know that he's unhappy, try as a business to do whatever you can to make him happy, right? But don't send in the survey because you already know the answer. Let's refresh this page and see the results of the survey. So you see that the review came in. Great service. I got 5 and 5, and also request for review was sent. So we know that the person now got another email, and the email is basically asking to give us some kind of review. For example, if you click here, it sends to Google or Facebook, but that's a public review. You can also give discounts for the next purchase to encourage people to give you those reviews. The power of good reviews online is insane. I saw businesses that actually I sold the business about a year and a half ago, and when I bought the business, we used to pay tens of thousands a month on advertisement, and when I sold it, we had 0 advertisements and hundreds of good reviews online, and it changed the business completely. From a mediocre business, we became one of the dominating companies in the country. So, and that's all about good reviews. So that's the process that I wanted to show you today. And of course, one more thing that I need to add, you can also run reports on this information. And this report can benefit you a lot, because everyone wants to say that he has a great business and it's all amazing, but those numbers, that's what matters. People, vote, and you need to understand that if someone gives you a bad review, don't see it as someone eating your ego. Just see it as someone trying to help fixing your business. Okay, very good, very good. So let's open the stage for questions. You can ask questions about the survey, about something else. Anything goes.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh, perfect. Perfect. How are you this morning?
Good, and you?
Very good, very good. Cold, but good.
So the ones that are the Google Doc files, those don't, there's not an easy way to convert those inside of WorkDrive once we set them up. And I thought we could auto convert everything, but I don't want my PowerPoint files converted. So we're trying to figure out the easiest way to get this migrated.
Let me think. Yeah, because once you convert, it converts everything. I don't think that you have a way to select what to convert, right?
I couldn't find one.
Yeah, I don't know of any way to select it. But if you do the conversion, is it damaging your PowerPoints?
It makes it difficult because I have other people that don't have Zoho that need to work on those PowerPoints, and their design style, they're for brochures.
I'm pretty sure that Zoho Docs and all the suite is free. I think that they can get it for free, like Click, and there's multiple applications that I don't think that they cost anything.
Okay, well, that's something I can check into, because if they can still use Zoho, then that would work. I can convert everything.
Yeah, the Zoho Docs, Click, Notebook, there are about 10 applications that are free of charge. I'm pretty sure, but check it out.
Okay.
Okay?
All right, thanks.
No problem, Mike. Saying I'm missing the beginning. What free course were you recommending? Oh, it's not really a free course. It's a free edition. So this course, the Learn How to Generate Hundreds of Good Online Reviews, this is a free course for people that bought the CRM course, which most of the people on this webinar and my YouTube channel, almost all of them have the CRM course. So this is a free course.
Okay, so this is an addition to the course that you offer, that your CRM course. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. When people buy the CRM course,
right,
so they buy this course, they're getting this course for free.
Oh, okay. So I just go to where your course, because I bought your course already. So I would just go there and it'll be there for me.
That's right. That's right. When you will log into your student page, you will see that you have 2 courses.
Okay. Good stuff.
Okay, I really recommend doing it. You will get a return on your money almost immediately.
Oh yeah, no, it's. I mean, my business would be nothing without my Google reviews. So
for sure,
and this is nice. This takes it. This means I don't have to be doing it manually anymore, which would be fantastic.
Right, but it's also protecting you, right? Because sending a review is one thing, but getting a good review is something completely different. So it's also a protection, so it's good.
Yeah, no, my main problem has been following up, because anyway, I won't go into all my
You're busy, right? Yes.
Strangely enough, yes, I do seem to be.
Yes.
I posted another question below. Could I ask you that one now, or should we?
Of course, go ahead.
Okay. As you know, I have this e-course that I'm running, or actually, what I'm doing is I have I have little offers online where, I mean, basically they're like a little landing page where I'm asking someone for their first name and their email address, and then I give them a little goodie, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know how to just be able to bring them easily into my leads page. I've created a different page for the time being. I call flirts, because I've got their first name and but I don't have their last name. I'm running into a problem now, because I've got now about 250 flirts, and I want to convert them over and they're all leads basically, but like there's no way for me to, there's no simple way for me to do it without going in and like doing spreadsheet view, and I still have a problem. I just don't have their last names for some of them.
So wait. So you have people in your lead system?
I want to get them into my lead system. I do have some.
So they're not in your CRM.
They are in my CRM. I created a module that I called Flirts.
Why?
Because let's see, because I wasn't limited by the you need to have a last name for leads, and you need to have a last name for contacts. Like it's a non-negotiable, right? And you can't go in and change the name of like I thought I could go in and change last name to email, for example, because that's the thing I use more than anything else for tracking people.
Okay.
Right, but I can't but I can't do that. So I created a module where I can do something like that. But I'm running into trouble. I thought the strategy would work, but it's giving me a whole pile more work. I'm wondering, and it seemed to me that at one point, I don't know, a while ago when we were speaking, you may have had a suggestion about when you only have someone's first name and their email address, you can put in like a dummy last name or something.
I usually I will give you a few suggestions here.
Sure.
So number one is if you only have, let's say, the last name and first name,
yep,
you can push the first name to the last name first.
Okay.
And that will solve the problem. I would never go and create another module because at the short term, great, you solve the problem. The long term, now you have a huge problem because the system doesn't work like that.
Exact. I'm at the cusp of having that, and I don't want to go any further. I've got like 200 people I need to move over, so that's manageable. I can do that.
Yeah, that's easy. 200, it's just one export and one import. It's
exactly
really simple to do.
Yeah.
Now, once people will come to your lead system, then you can work with the leads in a regular basis. You can integrate with your campaigns. You can continue your marketing efforts, right?
Right.
Just getting the details from them is just the beginning of the process. You just have 5%. Now you need to push the 95 to convert them.
That's it. And then when I convert them to clients, that's when I'll get their last name information and everything. Right, like because that's where they'll be billing them and everything else. That's where we get into details. Up to them, it's just what's your first name and what's the email I can use to contact you.
Yeah, you can also do, for example, small value propositions, and every time that I give you something, you give me something in return. For example, I'm sending you now a new new article about something that is value for you, or a tip or trick of how to do something.
Yep.
And in return, just give me your last name and phone number. That's it.
Yeah.
And every time you just squeeze a little bit more information. So as long as you have a funnel, and this funnel, you know exactly how you're going to extract information and what you're giving in return, it will work. So slowly you're getting more information, you give more value, get more trust, and then you can sell.
Yeah. Marvelous.
Okay.
Yeah, you've inspired me with another question, but maybe I should let somebody else come in and
I will get back to you later.
That sounds like a good idea. Thanks a lot, Lior.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Do you put this in place using Zoho CRM and another Zoho app, Zoho Survey? Yes. So you will need 2 applications for it. Application number 1 will be Zoho CRM. And in this course, you will have also the step-by-step, because you need to integrate your Zoho survey and Zoho CRM. You will need to have some fields. You will need to do the integration from the app area. So again, but it's all step-by-step, and it's free anyway. So just follow it. It's a 1-hour course, and it's just giving you everything step-by-step. So just take advantage of it. Okay, Victor has another question. When I'm using Zoho Blueprints, can I use workflows in combinations? I would love to elaborate more. So Victor, your mic is open if you want to elaborate more, my friend. And the quick answer is yes. And it's actually very good to mix them both, as long as you understand what you're trying to do. So let's go as an example to, let's go to the Leads Blueprint. And this is, by the way, lots of people working with my Leads Blueprint. And just know that this process is relatively old. Zoho created the way that you can connect.
Leo, I'm sorry.
Hey, how are you, Victor?
Yes, I'm sorry. I had difficulties with putting on my microphone.
It's all good, my friend.
First of all, I would like to thank you for giving all of your explanations on YouTube. I've been following a lot of your videos already.
Thank you.
And I have a question. So I've been working a lot with the blueprint right now, trying to figure it out. Yeah, a lot of questions arose. But now the main thing is for me. Yeah, so I figured out that the workflows are still triggered when you perform outside. So I'm going to be very practical. So let's say in our company we call from the Zoho CRM, and the calls are linked to workflow rules. So whenever somebody contacts someone, the lead status goes from new lead to in progress.
Okay, very good.
That's great. That works. And now I'm trying to so that should be triggered. It should keep on working, although we have the blueprint in place. But now I have some difficulties with the service level agreements. So once I am I want to say, if a salesperson doesn't contact his leads in 48 hours, I want it to be assigned to a different person. But I also want the lead status to automatically go to, for instance, free for all lead. I felt that I can update the lead owner, but the lead status doesn't.
You cannot change it. No, you can't. You can't. So few things. So first of all, when you have a blueprint running on a specific field, and in this case it will be the lead status, you can see it here, right? The field.
Okay.
As long as the blueprint is running on a field, you have no way to change the field unless you click on the blueprint button. That's it. You cannot do deluge, scripting, prayers, whatever it is. You cannot do anything. The only thing that you can do is just click on the button. So that's something that it's very important to know. The second thing is, let's say that I have here this blueprint, and in attempt 1, I need to send an email. So this email will be sent. Now, what if there need to be some kind of a condition? So this email will be sent only to clients that are my VIP clients. Let's assume that this is some kind of an attempt email, but with some bonuses. In that case, I cannot use the email notification that's coming from this blueprint. I will need to remove it. I will need to go to my workflow rules, and I will create a workflow rule that is specific for attempt for VIP. And here, I will say, for example, when the lead status it's changing to, I think it's missed or attempt. What did I use? Oh, status, sorry. If the lead status, for example, is attempt, no, missed, yeah. So if the lead status is missed one, and I don't know if I have any field like that in place. Okay, let's say if the lead source, for example, is chat, only then I will send this email notification. So the workflows can do much more than the blueprint. It's cool that you can have in the blueprint, you can have everything. You can have the actions and the triggers, but it's also okay to have only the brain in the blueprint and all the actions from the workflow mixed together. That's perfectly fine.
Yeah, but so the blueprint, like for instance, now this workflow that you created will not be triggered by the blueprint.
It will be triggered because when I click on attempt 1, the status is going to missed one, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then if the lead source was chat, then the email will be sent. Otherwise, the
Okay.
email will not be sent. It's just moving to the next one.
And then, because now here in Mist 1, there's also an email linked in your attempt one. So this
Right,
one
but I
will
remove
also
it.
be sent. Okay, you remove it, and then you okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
In
So
my blueprints, for example, my company works on 3 different levels. I have one-time customers, people calling for consultation for one time. They did not tag me as a partner and we have no relationship. They have different pricing, different availability, different terms. Everything is different. So I have one level of emails. Another level is people that tag me as a partner, and another one is people that tag me as a partner and they are also customers.
yeah.
So each
Okay.
one of them will get completely different messages, completely different service. The people that are interacting with are different. It's all different. So for me, the blueprints, it's the same problem that you have. My blueprint, it's just the brain, while the workflows have the different conditions.
Yeah.
Let me
Okay.
just show you what I mean with different conditions. So let's go here as an example. So let's just write here test, whatever. So we say when the lead status taking place, and here it will be the delete status. We use the same example. Sorry about it.
So if I
Yeah.
say sorry, if I say that, for instance, okay, I can do the update, the field update of a lead owner, but then if I besides that want to link this owner in a workflow rule afterwards,
You can do it.
Then I can that owner I can link to a different lead status, for instance, and then that way it
Yeah,
will still
there's
go
no problem with
automatically.
that. Yes, as long as you're not changing the lead status, because you can't, right? As long as you're not changing the lead status, there is no problem. You can do whatever you want.
So yeah, okay. So I cannot say okay, field update the owner to the to someone else, and then to that lead owner I link a workflow rule changing the lead status.
You cannot change the lead status.
No. Okay.
There is no way.
There's
Whatever
no
you
way.
do, whatever combination that you will tell me and whatever creativity that you will use,
Okay.
you can't. Once it's in a blueprint, the idea of a blueprint is to enforce the business owner logic exactly on the employees. Now, employees are creative and they don't want to obey the rules because it's more difficult to do what you're supposed to do than slacking off. That's the basic of humanity. All of us are like that. We're trying to get to the goal in the easiest way possible.
Yeah.
The blueprint is not letting you do it. That's the problem. It's a problem and a blessing, right? It's the same time.
Okay.
Now, what I want to show you here is that let's say that you have here some kind of a rule and you can have some different conditions. So if, for example, it's missed one and the lead source is chat, send email number 1. If the lead status still missed one and the lead source it's cold call, send different type of email. You understand?
Yeah. So here I could verify. I could change between for a cold caller, and then I could make more conditions, right?
That's right. So you can make different conditions based on the deal. Let's say that if it's the geographic area, it's New York, you want to assign it to Bill because Bill is in New York. But if the geographic area is Toronto, you want to send it to Mary. So you can change it based on the needs.
Okay. And then also another question on these blueprints: is it possible to use conversions? Like I want to convert my lead to a contact in it.
Yeah, one of the options you see, convert.
Yeah, but this is in the workflow and not in the blueprint.
You will need to do it in the workflow. In the blueprint, you don't have convert yet. I don't know if they are going to do it, but it's not part of the options as far as I saw last time.
Okay.
Yeah, associated items. Yeah, now you can write a small, and if you know Deluge, it's a small function to convert. If you know to do Deluge, if not, workflow will do the magic for you.
Okay, great.
Workflow and also command center. So this is
Command
also
center.
a way to yeah.
I haven't worked with that yet, so it's great that I can check that out.
Check it out. There is a video that I posted 2 months ago about command center. So it will show you how to use it step by step. Okay?
Okay, good. Good.
Okay.
Thank you for your answers.
No problem. How do you resolve the different views information in CRM that different user? Alexi?
Yeah, it's a lot of questions. So you can
Fantastic. Hear me? Yeah, absolutely. How are you today?
Good. How are you?
Enjoying the cold?
Oh, absolutely. I did 2 minutes with bare feet.
Alexi is practicing now to be outside at the snow bare feet. So he did 2 minutes. That's insane.
Yeah, well, I'm never going to be as close to river as one can be. But,
nah, come on.
Some things. So.
Come on.
No, but thank you for the inspiration.
No problem.
So one of the challenges that I'm noticing, we have different users, 3 users of the CRM and Zoho, and we have different views when we log into CRM. So for example, I started using Blueprint, and I don't see the current state information. So if you click on your lead, you will see that on top, you have, attempt to contact it. Depending on the stage in the blueprint, you will have those buttons.
Yes.
So interestingly enough, I published the blueprint, and I don't see anything on my screen, but my manager does see it. And
I will show you.
What is also interesting, when we pushed the lead to from one to another, when the manager created it, I see it.
That's right. Okay. Exactly. So if I'm going to the blueprint, the blueprint is a relatively easy and small feature with million options, and this is where right now you have this issue.
Okay.
So each one of those transitions will have, you see here, it says the before. The before means who can see this button.
Right.
So right now it's only the record owner.
Okay.
But if you will click on the small man and you will change it, you can have more people, or you can do it based on roles, which I prefer to do it on roles or groups. So let's say that this button is available for all the people in the sales group. And you will need to do it for every button in your blueprint.
Fantastic.
Okay?
Okay, so that's what it is. Okay.
Yes.
Phenomenal. It's ended up not being heavy loaded question. I suppose there is nothing heavy loaded when it comes to asking you.
No, it's an easy system. It's just lots of different features.
Got you. Okay. Let me ask you another question. When I go to lead, I want to have a particular look. So for example, on the top, I want to see the lead name and whatnot, but the system doesn't allow me. It shows me email, phone number, and it doesn't give me the name. There is a lead name on top of the screen, in that, on the left there. Yeah. So maybe that's how it is done. And maybe, but see, like I don't need lead owner. I removed that. But in that area where you see email, phone, lead status, right? I wanted to see the lead name. I suppose it cannot be done, right?
I don't know if you can do it. You go to customize business card. I don't think that you have a name. Lead name, I don't.
I tried it. I didn't see anything there. That's. I'm asking questions that I have experienced some pain in trying to resolve without wasting your time. So.
No, I'm with you. I also tried it a few days ago. Someone told me that he's looking to have the name. I said, sure, no problem. Business card? Ooh, it's not there. So,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Okay. Looks like those are the questions for now.
Okay. Thank you for joining this morning, my friend.
Oh, thank you.
Is it possible to get current reminder via click if a deal stage is not moved X day with workflow rules? Yes, of course. So the question is that let's say that you have some kind of a deal. Let's say that this is the deal, and the deal is stuck on a specific, let's say on proposal for more than 2 weeks. And then you want to wake up the sales agent. So there are a few things that can be done. I'm a big fan of a field name. Let's see if I have it here, which is a last contact. Let's see, last contact. No, I don't have it here. So the last contact, it's a field that I like a lot. And every time that someone sends me an email, or I'm sending an email, or a call coming in or call going out, or a task is being created, or a meeting is being set, all those will change this last contact automatically to the same day. So basically, it's the most realistic last update that you can have. If you see here, there is a last update field, but this is not real. If, for example, it will show 3 weeks ago, but I will get an email from my client, then it will not show today. It will still show 3 weeks ago. And I saw endless time that management was clashing with the salespeople because they said, you did not update the client for 5 weeks. And then when they checking the calls and the emails, they see that actually there was action. It's just it did not update the specific record. So this is why we came up with this last contact concept, which works pretty good. Now, if you want to send a click message after some time, so let me just add the last contact as a field. It will be a dumb field that's doing nothing, but still. I just need it for the example. Okay, so let's go now to the workflow and I will show you exactly how to do it. So I'm going to, and by the way, I don't know if any of you is interested in learning automations in really high level. I have a workshop that will start March 1st. So it's 3 hours a day for 3 days. So it's 9 hours blueprint and workflows. That's all we're doing. It's hands-on, supposed to be in a more advanced level than the basics. So let's go to rule name. We'll call it send click 2 weeks after no contact. Okay, so in this case, I will need to choose the on date. I will select my last contact, and that will be basically 14 days after the last contact. And he said that he wants to have it on a stage that is not close won or close lost. And then notify via click. Now, using the click system from here, you can relatively do okay things because you can send to a channel or a user or whatever. But there are better ways to do it using scripts. The ability with scripting is much more advanced than what we have here. But anyway, it is what it is. If you don't have a scripting experience or money to spend on developers, so this is the way for you. The message will be, please check the deal, and that will be the deal name. It is 2 weeks ideal. And that will be sent, I can send it to a specific person or a channel. And that's it. And this is your solution, my friend. Okay? Okay, let's proceed.
Hey, Lior, good morning.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
I'm well. I'm cold, but I'm fine.
Yeah, all of us.
Anyway, I'm curious. It seems that there's some overlap between Campaigns and Marketing Hub,
Right.
and so I wanted to use some features in Marketing Hub to do these smart pop-ups on our website. And when I went to do that, it turns out that and then I wanted to send an email confirmation. And it turns out I can't do that because we already have Campaigns linked to our account. And they said you can't have both. And then once you migrate, the migration is one way and done. And so I'm trying to decide what the best way to move forward is. And so I talked with them, and I get these very short responses. Well, you can do this. You just have to decide. So I turn to you because I think you have the business sense they don't have.
So in terms of Marketing Hub, I personally am not a big fan of the product. It came out more than 2 years ago, and still it's a little bit buggy. So I'm not a big fan. Also, as you said, there are some similarities between Zoho Campaigns and Zoho Marketing Hub. In general, Marketing Hub is a stable solution. So I'm perfectly okay using Zoho Campaigns. I'm doing lots of crazy stuff with clients with Marketing Hub, and it works fantastic. Sorry, with Zoho Campaigns. With Marketing Hub, I tried a few projects. Eventually, I gave refunds to my clients. So I'm not a big fan of this product yet. If you talk to Zoho, they will say that those are completely different products. Zoho Campaigns supposed to deal with email marketing, and Marketing Hub supposed to deal with the journeys and the funnel, which they have fantastic features here. They have lots of cool stuff that you can build with Zoho Marketing Hub. You can build the insane journeys that, in theory, supposed to have the pop-ups on your website. Someone fills his details, is getting an email notification, being pushed to CRM. There is lots of good stuff that comes with, in theory, with Marketing Hub. The problem is I never saw even one client that is using Marketing Hub and is saying, you know what, it's a wonderful product. So that's my experience with Marketing Hub.
And you don't have any intel that says that they're actually going to fix these things and make, because the idea, like you said, in theory, it's very attractive to us, but the problem is people are going on we have this beautiful pop-up on our website. People are going and filling it out, and I got notification like there were 100 clicks on it, and the first night that I put it on, and then people actually contacted me. They filled it out, but I never got anything. And when I called Zoho, they said, "Oh, there's a bug. We're looking. We're going to try to fix this for you." So is there an alternative?
Yes, there is an alternative. So if you go to Campaigns, and this is exactly why I'm also not recommending or using Marketing Hub, although in theory it's the most awesome product God ever created, but it's not. So if you go to contacts in Zoho Campaigns and you go to sign up forms, you can have the same pop-ups. So you can create some forms. And if you choose templates, you have basically all the templates that you will have in Zoho Marketing Hub, you have here. And you can also integrate using Zoho Flow or Zoho Campaigns in CRM. You can push information back and forth 2 CRM and 2 campaigns. So this is where I'm going. Usually, I'm not doing Marketing Hub. I hope it helps.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no problem.
I'll look at that. Thanks.
So Julia is asking, how much will the automation class be? So I have on my website, I have here all the information. So if you go to amazingbusinessresults.com, you have here the workshop sheet. You can check it out. And if you're interested, register. I have also a workshop for Zoho CRM, but that's sold out. So this is why it's not on the website also. So it's in April, I'm going to open another one because it was filled in like 5 hours. It was gone. So in April, I will have another workshop. Okay, so Victor, your mic is open. Feel free to ask a question.
Okay, thank you. So a small question. So
Yeah, of course.
our platform is we have multiple languages,
Mm-hmm.
and now for the basic modules in Zoho, they are easily translated. But I was wondering the names of the custom modules. Is there an interface or somewhere we can change these and translate them? Because right now in each language it's the same name for that.
Yeah, I got this feedback before. I never had this problem because I'm not really so sensitive to multiple languages. But I did hear that there is a problem with some pick list and some custom modules. I don't have a
Yeah.
good answer for you. Sorry.
Okay. Okay, thank you. And then a second small question. It's concerning the client portals of Zoho.
Yep.
And there so it's I'm working for a real estate business, and there we're trying to give clients the possibility to put their property from their project that they bought with us to put that in resale again. And now we would like for this portal one where they can adapt their own information, and that's easy, that's possible. But then I would like them to see the other properties that are in resale on this portal, but only those, so not the new ones. And so they have sort of a benchmark, so only the resale properties. Would that be possible? Or because now I see
You don't have
they,
much permissions here. So the permission that you have are very limited. So when you go to any kind of module, you can see that you can. I don't even have properties, but let's say deals is your properties. Just as an example, you can create, for example, a view, and the view that you have in your CRM will limit what they can see. So this is something that you can do here, or you can give them just create another maybe layout, and the layout that you are going to create will be for the customer portal.
mm-hmm.
You have some options. I personally don't use it all. First of all, when I am as a client, I'm going to your portal, it looks like crap. So that's first of all. So if you want to give me a tool as a client and I see Zoho CRM portal is my first time, you're losing lots of points with me because I don't want to deal with Mickey Mouse, and this portal looks like Mickey Mouse. So I think this is horrible. Zoho needs to completely revamp their portal because it looks like crap. And also in terms of permissions, let's say that let's add edit. So see what's going on. So let's say that I want to give my customer the ability to edit a property. Once I remove the create permission, also the edit goes away.
Mm-hmm.
So if my client can edit, he can also create new properties.
Yeah.
I don't like the portal, not a bit.
Okay.
So nothing about it. Not how it looks like, not how it behaves. Nothing.
Yeah, I have a bit the same feeling.
It's just crap.
Yeah. And do you think that creating something like this would be possible with Zoho
Yeah.
Creator or something like that?
Nah, leave Creator is first of all, Creator, if you're not a developer in Deluge, you're going to be held hostage by a developer, and that's not good. So I wouldn't go there. If you want a nice solution, hire a web developer to create you a nice interface, beautiful interface that is matching your company colors and logo, and it will be beautiful. And then create an integration between this website to Zoho. And people can upload properties, they can see the properties. It will be beautiful interface.
Yeah.
We did tons of projects like that. Yeah, exactly. We did tons of projects like that. Works great. The clients are happy. I wouldn't use the portal, even if it was the last resort for me to do business. I would probably go unemployed if it's the only way.
Okay, great. And like for instance, that you just said that you did a lot of projects like that. Do you offer such a service, or and what
I can
the
connect you with developers that will do it for you. I don't code anymore. I just work with clients. I do the architecture of the system, and then developers taking over and executing. But I don't execute anymore.
Okay, but if you would I'm interested in knowing what it would cost me to have a good solution, rather than mess around with the client portal then.
Yeah, I think if you have a good graphic designer and a good web developer, you will probably have $3,000 for the web interface, the design and the implementation, and for a Zoho developer to connect the APIs, maybe $500. So about $3,500, you will finish this job, something like that.
Okay.
But you have a nice solution and not crap.
Okay. Thank you for your time and for your
No problem, Victor. No problem. Okay, very good, guys. David Bibikoff will be the last one for today. Will the automation workshop be an online course later? I cannot know. So the problem that I saw with automation is that it's very difficult to explain automation, especially that every business has different needs. And the idea of the workshop is really being with people and do it together. So every time we're taking different case, we analyze it. And I will need to show the people in the workshop how I am going to get the business requirements and putting them on Zoho. That's the most difficult part. Clicking the buttons on Zoho workflow or Zoho blueprint is relatively simple. The problem is the actual grabbing the what needs to be done and apply it on Zoho. That's the big problem, and this is why it needs to be live. And I'm trying it for the first time. Usually I work with business owners one-on-one, and this is where the idea came. Let's do a workshop, because my calendar is pretty full for a long time. So I'm trying to have specific set of time working on one problem with 15 business owners and get it done in 3 days. So you're basically mastering this field. So I hope, David, I was able to answer that. Okay, guys, thank you very much for being with me in this cold and windy day. And I will see you next week. Bye-bye.